Simple scales, fancy fails. When thinking about that, I think of the restaurants that I've been to that go in more of a simple direction versus the restaurants that I've been to that go in more of a complex direction. McDonald's versus In-N-Out. A restaurant with a menu that is very simple, very pared down, maybe only 3 or 4 menu options. You go there to get, one of those 3 items, and it's very straightforward. Then there is the McDonald's model. McDonald's has salads, and they have chicken tenders, and they have burgers, and they have all sorts of different options. And so you've got this one model that is kind of scattered and kind of all over the place, and then you've got this other model that is much more streamlined. When you're thinking about these 2 concepts, I think it perfectly relates back to our businesses. When we're thinking about our venue, when we're thinking about our catering business, whatever it is that we're running, we want to focus on the few things that we can do really well early on. And so this is especially relevant when you're starting out. You're so excited, you're getting in there, you just got the keys to your building maybe, and you want to build out 4, 5, 6 different packages. And that absolutely is an understandable urge because you want to be able to serve your clients the best way possible. You want to give options, but at the same time, giving too many options too soon could actually really hurt you. I remember early on with one of our first venues, we offered 6 or 7 different packages and different options. When you were giving tours, it was hard to remember which dates were which, what was included in each one of the packages. And so frequently there were mistakes that we made when selling the packages, and there was miscommunication, and that lack of clarity really didn't serve us well when we were relating to our couples. Early on, we figured out, okay, if we immediately provide all of these things, we're gonna actually end up hurting ourselves in our sales rather than figuring out, okay, what are the 1 or 2 things that we can do for our clients that they're absolutely gonna love, that we know that we can fulfill on, and that we can crush it on. And then as we build our business on that, then we can diversify a little bit. Then we can add on packages, then we can add on plans, then we can add on things like that. If you're watching this right now and saying, I know what you're saying and that sounds right, but at the same time, I just don't feel like I'm gonna be able to capture the market, trust me, you will. But it's so important, especially early on, to figure out what does the market need and want, what can you deliver on, and at that intersection, that is where you want to offer your first service. If you're a venue, maybe what you wanna do is just do blank canvas and get really, really good at setting your venue up for success and putting out tables and chairs, packing them back up. Getting really good at your inventory systems, getting really good at tracking your dates that you have available and the money that's coming in and out. And maybe you want to do that for a year until you stabilize a little bit, right? Maybe you don't even want to add on those other packages. We started with the basics. We knew that people needed tables and chairs. We knew that people needed a vendor list, and we knew that they wanted good customer service throughout the lifetime of doing business with us. And we felt like we could provide that. But we're 3 years in, and only just now we're starting to think about some of these things. One of the things that really has resonated to me while talking to professionals who are in marketing and sales and all the different other things for venues is where they win is usually where their background comes into play.
Yeah, it's cool because I spend most of my time on the other side of the venue business, for lack of a better term. We produce events throughout the year at other people's venues, and I'm always on that side of the table, and now kind of getting that experience of seeing what the other side is like. It's fun, and I think I kind of bring a unique perspective to it because I know what it's like to be the person, the client, for lack of a better term, and now I get to be the venue side.
Using the skills that you have gained in those other roles, using the connections, using your network, leveraging those things to be successful in your venue. For us, it was staffing. For us, it was, okay, we know how to serve people at scale. We're very comfortable with hiring. We're very comfortable with firing, HR systems. We want to make sure that we are correctly staffed at these properties, and like staffing, the people component, the hospitality is something that we really could over-index on. And so that's where we started. And maybe for you, as you're thinking about this, your background, where are you coming from, the things that you're passionate about, and then where that intersects with what people are interested in. And you can figure that out by going and looking at other people in the market that you're looking at. So for example, if you're a venue, you can look at some of the surrounding areas and say, okay, what is the feedback that these venues are getting? And I want you to pay special attention, not to the 5-star reviews, not to the 4-star reviews, but look at those lower reviews for a deeper and better understanding of what the market is missing. Where is that sliver in the market that you can fit in, start satisfying a need, and get a foothold in your industry? For us, this was so helpful when we did staffing. And as we built that business, we knew there was a need in the local San Diego market for an incredible staffing partner that just provided excellent customer service. And so that's how we got in the industry. And that's how we started building our connections, building our network, and serving more and more people. And then as we kind of shifted to doing venue management, and we looked at the same thing. We looked at the market, we looked at the area and said, our area, there are a lot of venues that do all-inclusive packages. We need to be a really loud voice and a really solid option for people who are looking for a blank canvas option. It is so important for you as a business owner or you as an employee in the company to really understand your whole process written down. Go old school. Pick up a yellow pad and figure that out before you try to add in tech or before you try to add in layers, and especially before you try to add in employees. When you can just stay focused on those few things, you'll win in the long term and you'll grow much faster rather than trying to grow fast, adding on all these different things, needing to learn all this different stuff, and then getting 6 months down the line and realizing, oh gosh, we need to go back. We need to simplify. We need to straighten some of these systems out because right now we've got these systems that are everywhere. We've got these tech platforms that we're kind of sort of not using, and we're wasting a lot of money, and our processes are actually really bogged down and not doing what they need to be doing. Hope this has been helpful for you today. Remember to subscribe, share this with a friend, and we will see you all in the next video.